Friday morning. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us here as we work towards the weekend. But before we do that, plenty of BT in store, including a look right now at this morning's top news headlines. And it is still the top trending Twitter topic in Edmonton this morning. Prentice blames Albertans. That hashtag erupting after the Premier raised all eyebrows with comments he made on CBC Radio. Jim Prentice said Albertans needed to look in the mirror. They wanted to know who is responsible for the province's fiscal woes. Well, that spawned the hashtag and countless memes on social media. At one point, it was Canada's second highest trending topic. However, the health minister weighed in, insisting the remarks were simply misconstrued.
It's about building a province together and building it as a team, and that's how he's looked at it. And I think people are kind of taking this out of context.
The government's trying to distance itself away from the previous brand. So this incident, this hashtag, kind of contradicts what they are trying to achieve at this point.
Meanwhile, opposition leaders also weighing in, saying it's the Premier who should be the one looking at his reflection.
Now, if Jim Prentice were to look in the mirror, what he'd see is the leader of a very tired 43-year-old government, a government that is completely and totally and solely responsible for the fiscal crisis.
Mr. Prentice's comments blaming Albertans for being at fault for the PC government's gross fiscal mismanagement shows how deeply this PC government is out of touch.
Prentice later weighed in himself, insisting he never meant to lay blame for our province's fiscal woes at the feet of everyday Albertans. Meanwhile, the much-debated provincial budget will be delivered March 26th. Finance Minister Robin Campbell set to lay out a 10-year plan that promises seismic change. Premier Jim Prentice says plummeting oil prices have left the province in rough shape. He's predicting a $7 billion deficit in next year's budget. Income taxes and user fees are expected to be part of addressing that shortfall. However, raising corporate taxes and oil royalties have been ruled out. An Edmonton mother who pleaded guilty in the starving death of her 2-year-old daughter set to be sentenced today. 2 girls found abused and emaciated in their home back in 2012. One of the children, known as Baby M, died in hospital shortly thereafter. The Crown is asking for a sentence of 25 years to life. The defense is urging leniency. The father of the children was sentenced to 15 years behind bars on the same charges. Well, police have stopped short of saying there is an assault spree in the city's north side. This after yet another woman was attacked. A victim was walking in an apartment complex in the area of 118th Avenue, 102nd Street Wednesday night, but she was attacked by a man she did not know. The woman struggled with the suspect and called for help before he fled the scene. The suspect is described as an Aboriginal man in his mid-30s with a medium build. Police do not know at this time if it is linked to an assault that happened Tuesday night and just a couple blocks away in the area of 101st Street and 128th Avenue. Well, the city is hoping that there will soon be an app for, well, anything you need. The Open Lab project will match entrepreneurs with city staff to create user-friendly apps. It will build this innovative technology using open data at the starting point. The bottom line is to maintain an evolving system that is simple for people to use.
This is all about giving the city a bit of a foothold in the innovation ecosystem, but then in return, creative and entrepreneurial people from startup here can be of service to the city potentially in actually delivering some of the solutions that might be creatively thought up here.
Along with enabling innovation, the city hopes the plan will go along to further transparency in their work. And buying and selling used textbooks is becoming a bit easier for students because, yes, there's now a local app for that. Bookie is created by 3 Grant MacEwan students. It is a free app for students to upload and purchase textbooks at a discount price. After having trouble selling their own textbooks online, co-founder Michael Bouchard and company came up with the concept of Bookie. Students can search for a book by title in school or sell by entering the textbook details.
The thing about apps like this is people only use it if other people use it. So our main focus is to get away from the Facebook pages and get everyone on this app, because no one's going to use it if there's like 1 or 2 postings.
It's going to have every single school in North America. All you have to do is find your school, and then you can buy and sell your textbooks at that school. For now, we're starting off with textbooks. In the future, it's going to be a worldwide university buy and sell where students can find notes, students can find tutors.
Bookie will be available on Apple and Android devices. The trio hopes to launch the app on March 19th. Well, could Calgary have a case of arena envy? Yeah, Flames CEO Ken King announcing on Thursday that the team is set to unveil its plans for a downtown arena in the next few weeks.
When you see our project, people are just going to love it. We're not going to sneak in here and steal money from the city. I just think it's going to be awesome.
King taking a bit of a sly shot at our city in those comments yesterday. While King did say that the arena would be in Calgary's downtown, he wouldn't release any other details as to a specific location or a funding model.